Namaste. It's the Spiritual Daywalker, hashtag Schrodinger's cards, with the reading for the new moon phase from 1st of April until 17th of April. I don't do love readings. If love comes up in a reading, that's a good sign, but life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. There's always free will, so take it with a grain of salt and take it as it resonates, right? Let's get right into it. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. You're so adventurous anyway. That Aries new moon energy is going to feel like a breath of fresh air to you. You're going to utilize it the best way possible. Oh, interesting that this one fell out. Who had this before? Who had this before? I don't know, but if this is your card, well, and it is reversed, that's a Two of Swords that is trying to protect some of your mindset, trying to protect your heart, basically, right? But then again, maybe being blind to something that could open you up. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So Spirit kind of stopped me right there. So maybe it's not that fresh air, but actually the spark you need to open up to new possibilities. So you're coming from being all cool with your emotions, right? That Son of Cups, he knows, like, how to feel and how to stand by his emotions. This seems to progress though. Looking for clarity about what you truly want and need. Maybe there's a lack of communication about that also, like the Eight of Wands. It is about rapid change, communication, but in this deck, it has a lot to do with clarity about what you truly desire. See it as that lightning striking you. And it is on his head, so you're asking yourself, it's like, what do I truly want? What do I want to do right there? Like, I was so cool with my emotions, right? But it's enough of the sweet melancholy. We're trying to find out what we really need, what we really want to do. Yeah, for you, it is about what you want to do, right? And what you don't want to do is sitting on a bench healing, but it's kind of what the universe is sending you into. It's trying to balance that out. To not end on a negative note, let's see the clarifications directly. So coming from the Son of Pentacles in reverse, there is romance, basically. Like the Two of Cups is, well, it is romance. It can be self-love also. But that's a cool sign, right? But maybe that's something you're trying to figure out. It's like, is this real? It's like if you met someone and you're like, is this real? Like, it's stirring so much up inside of me. How do I go about this, right? Because the last Son of Pentacles, he was not so, well, not so stable after all, right? So there's a new love on the horizon. Well, and keep in mind, this doesn't have to be a person. It just suggests that if the Sun is moving into a Two of Cups, it's like, that's very fucking interesting. It could be a person. It can be just the relationship you have with the idea of partnership. Like you're figuring out what you truly desire, right? Let's see what the clarifications say. What does that Three of Pentacles mean in that direction? That's quite interesting, because the Three of Pentacles is a card about, yeah, not only partnership, teamwork, but also climbing that mountain that is on that card, right? So there's some work to do. There's something to overcome, right? And the Three is usually taking things to a next level, right? So you're probably asking yourself, is this Son of Pentacles really worth taking this romantic partnership into a place of stability in this empiric world, right? That could be a narrative going along with what we see right here. Yeah, some tower in the past, some outside influence that made you rethink what you truly want, what you're actually struggling with, and what you want is move on. Like, maybe not the partnership, but just in your mind, into a different mindset. It's like, okay, maybe you gotta move. There is something to do right here, and you're moving into a place of healing, trying to balance yourself out and trying to generate this stability, right? So that's quite freaking interesting. It feels like it is love. just because this card is so central to it, like determining what you truly desire with the Two of Cups, clarifying it, and then that's very interesting. It seems like a love reading to me. It could be related to something different. See what this shows. Moving away from something that is toxic. And then moving out of self-deception, that's the Seven of Swords right here. And the Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Wheel of Fortune, bookending this, is quite interesting. The universe is conspiring for you no matter what you do, no matter what you decide, but you're basically finding out what this empiric stability you want to create really means for you, right? Or you get the notion of like you ask yourself, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want from life, right? Because this Son of Pentacles right here is like trying to manifest stability in your life and not really working out, basically, because that crossing energy with the Tower right here, it kind of fucked it up. And you're like, okay, shit, now I need a different direction. I need to make a decision on what it is I want, but you don't actually know what it is you want. You do know that you want like a sense of commitment and partnership, right? Maybe with yourself, whatever, right? But you're moving away from something that is really freaking toxic for you. You're making up your mind, so to speak, right? And this is like you're moving into a phase of healing where there is like that mountain to overcome. It is not easy moving out of this, which gave you a lot of happiness in the past. Then something made you rethink the entire situation. You're about to move away from toxic shit, and then you're kind of left hanging with this mountain to cross, right? And kind of trying to be honest to yourself about stuff, right? Working through the self-deception, like what it is you wanted versus what it is you're wanting now, which is basically just leave behind that which is toxic for you. Seems like a toxic relationship. It could be a toxic relationship with yourself. I'm always saying that. Seems like a love reading though. Or if it is related to business, there is a pentacle in here, there is a pentacle in here. It's like if it is related to business, it might be rethinking the dynamics of a partnership, which could also just mean that you have to rethink how you think about it, right? You're shifting your mindset towards, well, expecting less, so to speak, like seeing through the bullshit, working with that, right? But be aware that the universe will always conspire for you, and it is working in the background to give you what you actually need. So you're moving out of this energy of trying to protect your heart because something hit it in the past, and you're learning how to deal with this, and then suddenly it gives you the insight, or well, it propels you into rethinking what you want and sends you into healing. Well, that is quite adventurous. That is an adventure in itself, Sagittarius. So really, coming from a good place into a Tower moment, rethinking like everything that it is you want from life, and making up your mind about stuff and moving into a healing period where you basically have to balance yourself without shitting yourself and trusting that it's all going to work out fine. That is not an easy way you're going right there. So the universe did right to just pop this card out at me when I was just like, yeah, this is probably going to be easy for you. Well, it is... Well, it is easy in a sense that you're a Sagittarius. You're able to make up your mind just like that. Like if it doesn't feel right, you're like, fuck, this is toxic, I'm moving on. So that's quite easy for you to make that shift in your mind, right? That is quite easy for you. Still, it sends you into a healing period with a lot of stuff to do where you just got to trust that shit is going on. and going forward, right? And dealing with being tricky about it, right? Or someone trying to be tricky about it. So that is quite interesting. Something stirring up within you, but as a Sagittarius, you're fully equipped to deal with that change, deal with that shift in mindset, because that's what you do, right? You're deep, and one of my favorite words I stumbled upon while researching, researching the zodiac signs. You're so magnanimous. Magnanimous is a beautiful, beautiful word for what a Sagittarius is all about. It's like you see everything, you see both sides, you make up your mind, but you don't hate. You just, you just go for shit. You understand everyone. Magnanimous is a word for, well, conscious compassion, basically. Really understanding stuff. Not hating anyone, but still being it's an adjective of wisdom. That's amazing. So, just so you know, all of this change right here, you're totally equipped to deal with this. And even in this temperance phase, right? Even in this healing phase you're moving into, and well, you're dealing with it. You're totally able to deal with it. And that's like, I don't know if that's your card, but it makes a shitload of sense for you right here, because that Wheel of Fortune is basically trusting the universe to provide, and that's something you can do really freaking good, right? That's your Jupiter right there. That's like, yeah, it's gonna work out fine. It's all about expansion. It's all about moving on. Really fucking good. Really fucking great energy for you. So that's it, you guys. I hope you found it enlightening or inspiring at the very least. I'm sorry that the video was lacking a little. It's so hot here on Bali. It's too hot for my phone. And never mind. If you want to follow what I do here on Bali, check out my Instagram account. Also my TikTok channel. I'm doing a card of the day reading every day. So make sure to follow, subscribe, comment, love, whatever, right? Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next full moon.